Welcome back to the Dropouts Podcast. You were here with your host, Smash and Clarence, and right of me, we got the one, the only co-host.
It's your boy Bleezus. How y'all doing today? Welcome back.
I hope they all answer. Like, how y'all doing today? Like
In
everyone's
their
like,
head.
good.
Play audio tracks.
Right. Yeah, we played golf today. I was playing like shit.
Yeah, we're pretty shit. Not gonna lie.
Nah, you did pretty good today.
I had some good hits.
Yes, you did pretty good. You did pretty good.
Hits.
You had a par?
One par, yep.
Yeah.
9 to 9. It's not bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I feel like the more I try to golf, the worse I am. I feel like the first time I golfed, I was decent because I wasn't thinking about it, and then I feel like this now I'm thinking about it too much and I'm not doing as good. But then at the end of the game, I was like, fuck it,
You try to tweak every little aspect.
Yeah.
You end up just in your own.
I'm
way.
like, is my form right? My
Right.
arm straight and my you know what I mean?
And
And
then just the smallest fucking change throws it all off.
yeah, yeah. So I respect golfers a lot more now.
For sure.
Like,
You hitting that shit straight?
right? Like,
Claps to you.
so I knew Tiger Woods was like that guy, but I didn't understand to what extent.
Yeah, he really is that dude.
I thought he was just
Like, me
like,
golfing,
thought he was just like, oh, he golfs, cool, but nah.
Pretty sure his son's coming up now too, or some shit.
Word.
I don't know. I'm not in the golf world.
Oh, what do you feel about those? Like when someone's mad successful and then they just got a kid who's just kind of following in the footsteps.
As long as they really enjoy it, because then otherwise they're just probably fucked.
Yeah.
They're doing something they don't want to do, and they have to live up to this high ass expectation.
I feel like they might I guess they might enjoy it too, but it's just I don't know. I see it so much, especially I guess I'm in my head. It's like the Jaden Smith effect, like when you're famous and then you got a kid, and then now people are just like, "You gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What's his name? Muhammad Ali's grandson. I heard he's coming up too.
Really? Boxing?
Mm-hmm.
Is that his first fight? I think his name is Prince Hassim. He dances in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
His son just had his first fight, and he knocked the dude out in the first round.
Hell yeah! How old is his son?
Not that old, and from what I hear, he also he doesn't have much of a record. He didn't pad his shit before, and he's from the get go, he's trying to fight good people.
Yeah.
So hopefully
yeah.
he shakes some shit up.
When you say not that old, you talking teenager?
No, I would say mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
Maybe,
Okay.
Maybe almost 30. I'd say topping it, but he looked our age.
I thought that Prince that dude's older.
He's he's older. Prince Hassim's retired. He's Middle Eastern kind of looking guy. I'm not really sure where he's from, but
I've seen his clips,
Yeah,
him
just
dancing
dancing,
around.
yeah.
And fucking what his son doing that shit too?
I didn't see the fight either. But I just heard he had his debut fight and he knocked the dude out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What do you think? What if McGregor's son comes up and is just fucking up the UFC, MMA game, everything?
Imagine how different the game's gonna be by the time his son gets to the league, if his son gets to the league. But yeah, I mean he's around it already. He
Yeah.
started fucking throwing punches with that kid since he could walk.
Right.
You see it everywhere.
You think the MMA world is gonna grow, or do you think it's kind of peaking?
No, I think it's definitely still growing for sure.
Yeah, it'll just be mainstream like other sports.
Yeah,
But
but I do see a lot of these other off organizations falling. There'll be two. It'll be UFC and one. That's
yeah, I was
it,
gonna say I think one. But what if I feel I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but do you think basketball plateaued? Basketball is as
I think
big
for a
as
while
it's gonna get.
a lot of shit did until COVID hit. COVID re-sparked a lot of interest in sports and having a favoritism into something, picking a side type shit.
Yeah.
Everyone was behind a fucking screen, They didn't have anything else to look at.
Yeah, true. I like the fight aspect though because you got people who aren't even fighters that's just fuck it, let's
You can come
let's
out of
fight.
nowhere too. There could be a champion, a reigning champion. And the next thing you know, Alex Pereira comes out of nowhere, and just takes the fucking belt. It's so liquid, But
Yeah.
in basketball or NFL, Usually there's a top 3 teams, who are gonna
Yeah,
make it.
there's not gonna be like a team you ain't never heard of last
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
But yeah, no, I definitely feel. I guess you do got your like new people, your rookies or whatever, and they could like fuck shit up. But
True. And
it's a
they do
lot
probably
different.
follow them as they go up, like
Yeah.
college type shit. But
But like, there's so many like players potentially like
exactly.
on.
It's not
there.
one-on-one.
Yeah, my boy Justin, he was talking about like the differences between UFC and one, and he was like, in one, like most of these people are like seasoned fighters, like they have like 30 fights, and he was like, versus UFC, motherfuckers should have 7 amateur fights, 7 pro fights, and then they're just like, yeah, let's give them a shot.
Yeah, you can see the one CEO was talking about that.
Oh yeah.
He said almost all of our fighters have a belt somewhere,
Yeah, that's what he said. He said almost all of the fighters are like 90-something% of them are world champions, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah. It just goes to show you though, like what eyes do,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they don't get paid as much as like the big dudes
No,
in the UFC, but the
the
lower
even
guys.
like I recently saw a contract leaked. It was the guy who fought Demetrius Johnson, the Morales guy.
Mhm.
He had I think it was only $50K for a world title fight. And this is like what, the 3rd or 4th time he's fought him?
Mm.
That's crazy, I mean, there's guys in the UFC who aren't even big names, and they're making the $50K.
So
And then I heard their show is, so I think it's 15 and 15. 15 to show, 15 to win, and then I'm sure they have some kind of bonus too.
I'm speaking from what I was told. I don't know personally, but I'm pretty sure that they also have a yearly like contract. Like you're like salaried in, even if you don't fight that year, like there's still a minimum that they have to pay you. And I could be wrong, but I heard it was in the 200,000 realm.
There's no way.
Could be wrong.
There's no way. Think about how many fighters they have on roster, bro.
100%.
Let's be real.
I don't know if that's just like a minimum, like if you surpass it, if they can like how
Yeah,
that
right.
goes or whatever.
Of course.
But yeah, from what I know, that's what I heard. I don't know. I be thinking about that shit because I'm like, where would I want to fight? Obviously, like UFC, everyone says UFC, and that's like the biggest stage. But I'm like, where are people making bread? Because like at the end of the day, like boxing is like it's not as like
Well, the reason there's money in boxing is because it's promotion versus promotion.
Exactly.
There's no head,
yeah, but there's a lot of money you could make.
Mhm.
It would just take people making these big fights, but I think that'd be possible as long as I guess if they were like free to like I feel like if someone told I don't know fucking Khabib and Conor like y'all could fight like without the UFC and just take the money, like they'd be like fuck it, like let's make it happen. But I feel like MMA is different than boxing because boxing wants that like 40-0 record, where I feel like MMA is more so just like go out there and
Best man
fucking
wins.
yeah.
They ain't padding that record.
You think that'll happen in MMA?
No. I don't think so. I think you'll see like a few off guys who will be undefeated, But then it goes into the question, who are they fighting?
Well, not even the undefeated, but just the
Promotion side of it?
yeah, like individuals just being like getting big and then not needing the UFC. I mean, the only reason I can kind of see it is because of the way boxing's
It's
going.
Not that anybody needs the UFC. That's what I think everyone gets wrong. It's the fact that UFC breeds, it has the name and it breeds the best fighters. So why would someone who wants to be the best go fight anywhere else than where the best are at?
Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
So I guess it depends on if you want to be the best or if you want to like make the most money.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm
No,
trying to make
that
money
makes
and
sense.
be the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who says you can't make a bag first?
Facts. Make that bag then
Yeah.
go and get that contract. Yeah, not true. But I guess if they like accept you.
And then you got to think about it on the business aspect, like Ngannou, he had the belt, and they weren't negotiating with him correctly on the opposite side.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There needs to be like an Olympics. They need to like honestly, they could do that. Like they have a what is it like Taekwondo in the Olympics now?
Do they?
Something. I know they have some sort of like fighting
Combat.
like it's not MMA, but and I could be tripping though. Isn't that thing where they got that ring that's like angled?
I'm not sure.
There's not like a cage.
I know what you're talking about, the room, but I don't know if it's in the Olympics or anything. I'm honestly probably rarely watching Olympics events.
We should look. I gotta look into that. But if I feel like if that gets really big, because like they got wrestling in the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
And you can
Boxing.
You can
Right? There's Olympic boxing.
Yeah, but like to do that, you just gotta go like qualify. You just gotta go out there and compete.
That's
So-
my question. How do you qualify for the Olympics?
So
You just the best in organization or like
like the grappling community is different because everything's more like tournament based. Like you show up to tournaments, and if you win that tournament, then like you're the best in the area. But you don't have to be like signed. Even like local MMA, like when you're like ranked locally, like you don't have to sign to a specific place until you're like at that point where they're like you can't fight nowhere else. But yeah, like a lot of people in the Olympics, like who are wrestling and shit, they're just like wrestling all over.
just submit an app. Be like, I'm ready to be in the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, like you got to show something. You feel me? Like you can't just be able to come out the woodworks.
You see, motherfucking John Jones is trading with Gordon Ryan for this next fight with Stipe. He
That's
said
crazy.
Gordon Ryan served him up a big piece of humble pie when they grappled together.
No, I'm not fucking surprised, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon Ryan, but well, actually, let me not say that I'm not surprised, but that's still impressive because John's a good wrestler.
Yeah, he is, and a good grappler. You know.
Yeah, but that wrestling versus jiu-jitsu, that shit different. Especially the way Gordon Ryan like rolls. Like, because John's a wrestler, he's gonna want to get on top and smash you, and Gordon Ryan's like, just get close. You can get on
Cut all
top.
space away.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll get a limb.
Man.
So I'm honestly really excited to see how that fight goes. Because I know, like, if that's a striking fight, I think Stipe beats John, bro. I
Think his
do.
first L?
I think Dominic Reyes outstruck John Jones in their last fight. Truly, I think he was pretty close to an L on that fight, but they gave him the dub, you know. If you watch it back, that's a very controversial fight. Him and Dominic Reyes. And Stipe's got some fucking hands, bro. He's a little boxer, bro. And he be moving in and out real quick. And he's got a little bit of fucking groundwork, you know.
Doesn't John still have the reach on him though?
He's definitely got size. I'm sure.
Doesn't John have the longest reach in the UFC?
I would not doubt that. That motherfucker's a spider.
Yeah.
So, like...
Does he have power?
Does he have power?
Does he have
Jones?
knockouts? Yeah.
He's got, like, TKO knockouts. I don't think they're, like, one hit. You know what I mean? He's going to elbow somebody until their fucking head's bouncing off the mat.
Yeah.
That's going to end it. But if he gets his hands on Stipe, man, it's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited for that fight.
Yeah.
Shit, man. When I would hate to see John Jones lose, bro. Not even like I'm a huge fan of him, but it's like, bro, you got so far. Like you took some time off, you came back, and there's always some motherfuckers come back where it's like,
no, facts, bro.
Bro, why'd you come back? Like, yo, just ride off, just let that shit rock. But I respect it.
Yeah. He had some money issues, you know. That's why he always come back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What else would bro would have done to make money?
I mean, if he didn't engrave himself with like the negative side outside of the ring, he probably could have made some money outside of the ring in other aspects.
Bro, that's another thing. Fucking UFC, I don't like how you can't have your own sponsors and shit.
Now is pretty fucking like on your shorts
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, that's dumb as fuck.
I feel like you should be able to make the bags you want to make, bro.
I
like,
agree.
I don't know.
They said they wanted to do that for like look, you know, and then you look at the fucking mat and it looks the same. You
Yeah.
know? It's like pick your poison. It looks like you choose.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't fuck with that. I feel
it's
like
dumb as fuck. And even now they implemented some shit. I'm pretty sure it was after Sean became champion. Any business endeavor you open or whatever while you're in the UFC, like they like get a part of or some shit.
see,
Like I don't understand how
bro,
can you do that at all? I'm an entity outside of the UFC.
this is what I'm
you know?
saying. Like
They're fucked when it
that-
comes to contracts.
that's what makes it like obviously like people want to go to the UFC, but also it's like, yo, what the fuck?
Do you want to dance with the devil?
Like, and I get it. You want to be the best, and I get it, bro. I fucking get it. But I feel like the only way for like that shit to happen is for the UFC not to be so fucking
it's a corporate
strict
company,
and whatever. I mean, I get it, and they're making more money. They're growing. You know what I mean?
Now
they have
they're
more
fucking-
leverage.
got bought out. So who knows what's going on really behind scenes, you know?
Damn.
They're owned by TKO now, a whole fighting group with WWE merged.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers gonna find a way through that shit. Like, I forgot who it was. I saw it on like Instagram. There was this like millionaire who got divorced, ain't signed no prenup. So Shorty was like, I want half of everything, and he was like, I put everything in my mom's name. I have nothing.
Yeah, there was a soccer. Is that what you're talking about? Like,
This is a
the
soccer guy? Yeah.
That shit was great.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, I guess is that
And
just
then
what you
I
do?
heard he filed the opposite and got 50% of her shit. Yeah.
He snapped. He snapped.
He wasn't going to, but until she did that, you know?
She was like, "Alright, that's how you want to play. Alright, we could both do that. You get half of mine, I got half of yours."
Facts. Whose is more?
Right? Damn, that's crazy. But I mean, I guess that's just gonna be the loophole,
Yeah, no.
unless they try to like get it on that too. That'd be crazy.
Hopefully, like, blood's thicker than water. Wherever he's tying the ties to, you know?
Yeah. Bro, would you make your own fight org?
I'd be down. I think the biggest part about it would, you know, being taking care of the issues of the fighters. But it's like, how can you do that but still breed? Because there's a reason why, you know. There's always got to be a funnel of some sort. You can't make a ton of money at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because there's no room to go up, you know.
What if you weren't like? What if you like? Because like these.
But like benefits, I think a fighter should not have to work a second job to be able to train. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because like you're only gonna be. Imagine if I give this fighter $50K and he can just train year round instead of him having to work another job on top of that just so he can train and live. Imagine how much better of a fighter he's gonna be just by getting those extra hours in besides
100%.
doing some other shit. They can
100%.
breed their own organization to get better, but instead they're like, nah, let's save this money.
Honestly, with that mindset, it'd be dope if there's some like, and there probably is places, but like coaches who just are like, yo, this dude looks like he could be one of the best. Like, sign with our gym. You know what I mean? Like, you fight out of here, and we'll take care of your fucking living expenses.
Right.
That is definitely happening somewhere. I could see it
sure.
going south.
Especially
But-
like, you know, there's like people scouting countries, you know, and then bringing people out of very poor places and then putting them in a place where they can
Damn,
thrive. That's
just give
that's
them
been a
something
thing in sports for
decent.
years, bro. Especially like NBA, NFL. I'm sure it's now became a thing in UFC for sure.
Mm.
You know,
Would you want to? All right, what do you think about like what KSI and them boys are doing with their like prime cards and shit? Kind of even like how Logan's fighting either Dennis or Mike Perry.
the only thing that's weird to me is like the seriousness of it, of how it's taken, because it's only social media versus social media, you know.
No. Because he has Mike Perry as a backup, who's a
Well, that's the only guy I think who's been on the Misfits card who's besides the guy who he just fought who wasn't an amateur.
Who-
Everyone else is like this their first fight type of shit, you know.
yeah. It's more
So I-
entertainment.
Right. I think if you could add a little bit more of how Jake's approaching it, but with him, you know,
Mhm.
put more serious to it.
Yeah.
But how do you do that?
Well, Jake
'Cause you
actually
gotta start
said
somewhere with new people, you know.
he said he's gonna start fighting like no names. Like he's just trying to
In
get up in the
boxing?
ranking. Yeah. Like he was like these people like he was like it's a risk because like it's gonna be this person's biggest payday. He's probably gonna make some careers,
Mm-hmm.
but he's just trying to get a world title and he has to
He'll
do
fight
that.
Canelo.
Canelo said it. He was
He
like,
was like
yeah.
maybe. He was saying no, and now he's already said maybe.
Yeah, I think the bag.
The money, 100%.
I mean, when you see Canelo on Full Send, like he's starting to understand like what's going on in
someone's
that
in his
realm.
corner like, look, come on.
They're like, bro, you fight this kid. He's like,
How many fights?
right?
I'm making one night.
He's like, how much money does he pay? And bro, that's crazy though.
He's B-side?
he it's crazy that Jake, and I respect it, bro. He has the ability just to be like, here's X amount of dollars if you want to fight me.
So that's, I mean, so he's made his own promotion of himself. I think KSI is doing it more so for like people, you know.
Yeah.
But how do you do it in between? How do you thrive it for the fighters as well?
You couldn't have like a roster. It would have to be like just that. Like you couldn't be like, I'm gonna pay for this fighter to fight X amount of times. It'll be like, do you want to fight on this date? And then maybe just take care of them for that time being.
It's just such murky waters, you know how
Yeah.
people are, you know.
Yeah.
Both sides on everything, you know.
I mean, I think that's why they're like local shows, like smaller regional things. It's more so of like if you get paid, you know, you get your show and win money, but that's it. You know, it's not like a multiple fight thing. It's like, hey, if this is worth it for you, pop
Right.
out. Like, you know, you were probably doing this for free before, so now you get a little something out of it. But yeah, do you think someone? I would want to do it, but do you think it's possible? I just don't understand why it hasn't been done yet. But essentially, what Jake is doing, but with MMA,
For sure.
because there's these MMA dudes that are down.
I think the hardest part though is the commissioning side. It's so much easier to throw a boxing fight than
Yeah.
an MMA fight.
Yeah.
You know, you're elbowing somebody in the face, like you're throwing knees to the face. I think it's that side that's more difficult. But if you can get the legal and the money side to it and the commission,
But it's well, I guess it just depends if you want it to be amateur or pro. Because to do a amateur MMA fight is not hard. You
that
just
plays
sign.
into the same effect though with the KSI shit. Like how serious do you want the promotion to look? If it's only going to be amateur fights, you're already degrading the whole.
Well, you only
organization.
need amateur until a certain part. But that's
Until
what
you
I
can be
mean.
pro.
Like, even just like if you're starting smaller, like throwing a fight, you just need the money to do it. Like, people are doing it. They're just throwing there's so many fights happening locally every weekend. And like, it's just a dude throwing having a lot of times it's like actual gyms that are throwing fights.
I mean, people got to get their practice, you know?
Yeah. Shit, man. I don't know. I'm trying to get this money up, bro.
I hear you.
I should fight a rapper though. I'm gonna
Who you
fight
gonna
some real
fight?
dudes too, but I low key I'm just like I should fight a rapper.
Rapper versus rapper. It's fair.
Yeah, I kind of it would be cool to have the narrative of like, oh, he's not a real fighter. Then I start fighting like these like ranked dudes, and they're like, oh shit. I need a storyline. I need something,
I hear you.
but I don't know. I don't know what rapper. Like all the rappers in my weight class, I'm like I'd like them. Like I don't want to fight them. I don't know. I would feel so bad like having to fight Lil Uzi.
Yeah. Lil Uzi's cool.
Yeah, right. I don't want to punch Lil Uzi.
Who else is even like in that sphere too, though? You know, I feel like a lot of them just be making music.
Yeah. Most of them don't.
So you gotta.
It would have to be a bigger rapper. I mean, in
Right.
size and stature, like so
They gotta
that.
be on the A side.
Yeah, they're like this little motherfucker. I don't care. I could box. It has to be some shit like that. I could
Like,
wrestle.
You need like a blue face, but just like a little bit shorter.
Yeah. Blueface MMA. I would just have to take it to the ground. Like I'm not gonna strike with his 6'2".
Yeah.
Like it just don't make no sense.
You hear you about to get locked?
Not surprised, bro.
Apparently, some shooting like a year ago.
Yeah, I heard about that. He shot at somebody outside of a club, bro. You can't just shoot at
And
people,
I saw,
dog.
No, right. I saw a video clip of the dude who he shot in court, like at the little testimony stand, like,
What?
taking a selfie.
Selfie? Yeah, I
was
saw
like,
that
"Come
shit."
on, what are we doing here?
You're like, you bitch ass motherfucker.
Got him.
Yeah, nah,
He put
bro.
the filter bars in.
I hate seeing that shit when motherfuckers like got shit going and just throw it away.
For real. They took the whole drama S side of it, you know, because that's really when he started popping.
Mhm.
When the drama started.
Yeah.
People catch that wind and they get, you know, too deep into it.
Right. Feel like he got something to prove. Just rap, dog.
Their whole like family was fighting at one point outside somewhere. You saw that shit?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
It's I respect it though. Not
The
respect
fighting?
no. I respect the fact that like Blueface, so he started popping because he basically made his own like reality TV show. Did that? I think he did it on OnlyFans. So there was a paywall so that you could watch it. So people were subscribing and watch the show. And but like I mean, bro, that's like the Jersey Shore aspect. Literally, all these things are coming full circle. It's just like all the things that we grew up seeing, like, oh, you got to get here to do it. Now people are just like, we can do that shit ourselves. Like,
100%.
you know, I get it. You don't get the quality maybe of UFC, but the fucking bread, man. And imagine Jake would have been like, yo, Nate, fight me MMA. That shit would go. That would go crazy.
Apparently Nate didn't take it.
Oh, that they really trying to
Nate's
do
saying
it?
Yeah.
Really?
Since that fight, Nate won't take it because
Is it because the PFL?
huh?
Is it because PFL?
It will be in the PFL.
Is that why? Like, is he like on Dana?
Well, Nate is officially cut from me. Well, he's not. Has no ties with the UFC. He can do whatever he wants. So I mean, if he was gonna get $10 million to fight in the PFL, I think he would do it. You know, but what old buddy is saying is that he dog walked him in the boxing ring. So if he does beat him in MMA, it like washes a lot of his legacy away.
That shit don't wash his legacy away. He's just old, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
You got to think about like how people put the perspective on something. It's a lot different than what the reality is. What we're seeing on the TV is a lot different than what's actually occurring. It's the perspective they're putting to play.
I feel like it would be. I feel like it's really how he would view it.
So like if that were to occur,
Yeah.
and Jake were to beat him in MMA, now what does that open up for Jake? That changes a lot of fucking things.
100%.
And it changes a lot of fucking things for Nate as well.
Like what though?
Have future fights.
Who the fuck is he fighting at this point?
I mean, you got a point there, but in terms of Nate fighting someone worth somebody,
Yeah.
after Jake and he loses to him in MMA, what are you gonna do after that?
It would just have to be your last fight, like Tyrone Woodley. Like
He's still trying to fight them.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
who cares?
He's addicted to the money.
Yeah, he's like run it back again.
Please.
He's like, bro, I can't fight anyone
Logan?
else and make that
Logan?
money. Yeah, nah, I feel it though. Damn, bro. Shout out to the Paul brothers, bro. A lot of people hate them. I feel like what's really funny with them is like people go back and forth. Like there's a few years of people hating Logan and liking Jake, and then they flip flop. Sometimes you got them both on the same side. Sometimes they're both good, sometimes they're both bad. But ironically, right now I feel like we're in the era of people who are like pro Jake, anti Logan.
I feel you. I mean, true colors do come to light.
Ooh, bro, true colors. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. I have not been on Impulsive as much since George left.
I don't think I've seen a full episode since George left.
They
If
try
I
to
did,
have
it was probably one with Jake.
yeah. They try to have Jeff Wittick on.
Yeah, he's like a one-liner.
Yeah,
he's not a conversation
100%.
guy. He can
100%.
zing you all day. But
Yeah, and he has his show, and it's just so different, like
100%.
completely different. And I watched George's show. I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad.
I've seen one or two. I was on the road trip and I was like, oh shit, and I popped it on. It was ironically like one right before. It was when him and his brother were beefing. So Jake invited him to come be a co-host. That shit had me dead.
They on George's, he has good guests sometimes. Sometimes the only issue with George is like I won't know the guest. But recently I've been like, let me kind of give it a shot, and I'm like, all right, this is a quality dude. He did one with King Batch recently.
Oh, yeah, I know who that is.
And
Came from Vine. He actually started acting.
yeah, but the thing about King Batch is like he's actually pretty funny.
No, yeah.
Like he's not like Kevin Hart stand up, but like he's funny. Like he was just like
He's cultured. He's
Yeah.
got culture funny, yeah.
he wasn't like because like his like I feel like his comedy on like Vine and TikTok and shit is him playing this like character, like
Yeah.
this quirky whatever. But like he was just being like a bro and like was being pretty funny.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, that's cool. And George be having his shorty on, and they're cool. I fuck with it.
Yeah, the one I saw, they had the girl on too. They was still pretty new though. He had some friends on, and he had to like keep reeling them back.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a shitty podcast. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Not all of their, but a lot of their episodes are like, yeah, we don't know how much of this we're keeping, but
Yeah.
but I fuck with his show, man.
It's like really an 8-hour pod. They're just cutting it down.
Right? Man, Mike need to make his own show.
Yeah, for real.
I feel like he would kill on a show, bro.
He's a good talker, bro.
I think he helps a lot of Caring Impulse. He helps a lot. I feel like Logan has very like he has a really like strong viewpoint
Opinions.
and strong opinions and whatnot. And I feel like Mike is just really good at like
Seeing
playing
all
devil's
aspects.
advocate and then like keeping the conversation flowing.
Even
And
if
knowing
he needs
when
to
to
fuel
chill.
it with the opposite. you know?
Yeah.
He's funny.
Yeah, because sometimes everyone on Impulse will be one sided, and Mike will be like, "All right, I have to,
Yeah.
like, I
Hold
gotta
on
be,
now.
yeah." So shout out to Tanner Fox. I wish he was still making fucking
I
shows.
know. I was watching his pods for a minute too. I can't believe his buddy left him.
I think it's dope, but
That's
not.
definitely why he stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, this is my opinion on why he stopped.
Yeah. Well, he said he got his boy to like quit his job and just do that, but I feel like bro was just like,
I feel like it wasn't
Not
really
on it.
ever what he wanted.
yeah,
know?
which is
But he
dope.
was like, I don't want to work.
Yeah.
But I
That's
don't
so
wanna take
cool
your
though.
money.
Imagine like so many people would just fucking want that shit.
Yeah, for real.
They're like, what? Yeah, clout? Yeah. Like, bro is just
I'll
like,
quit my job today.
right? Bro's like, I don't know. I can deliver these pizzas.
Take the 10K.
Right? Bro's like, yeah, I'll give you $10,000 right now. And he's like, yeah, but I get $250 on this paycheck.
Man left to Texas for his girl thing.
They better still be together too. They better. I don't know what Fox is doing now.
I think he's booed up, but he's not as social, I don't think either.
I know people were making that Snapchat bag. You know about the Snapchat bag?
I've been hearing about it,
So if you got over I think 10,000 subscribers on Snap,
which
You-
is pretty crazy.
you could it is pretty crazy. It's harder to get it though because of like it's not friends.
It's a lot harder to promote a Snap,
Yeah,
you know?
because you got to already have the Snap or
Yeah.
somewhere else. But
You don't promote Snap on another platform.
but now they are. That's why all these motherfuckers are
Whack.
add me on Snap. We basically like if you watch the Nelk videos, we're like it's basically like a full vlog every day.
Yeah, you get the behind the scenes.
Yeah. But so if you realize when you're watching certain people's snaps, like these big creators, when they have hella shit on there, there's always ads in between a couple of them. So that's why they do like 75 to 100 snaps a day just to like get those ads in the middle. But I know
Clickbait
Tanner
you
Fox
with
is
the
on
last
that
one.
shit. Huh?
Clickbait. You with
Clickbait the last one.
But what's crazy is a lot of them just post old shit.
What you mean? Oh, like from the
Snapchat,
camera
bro.
roll type shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you got to be strategic with it. There's some people are really good. David Dobrik, I feel like he's pretty good. I don't really like his shit, but like he's good at what he does with it. And there's other people like Sean's pretty good with it too, but sometimes it'll be his boy. That's just like somewhere that he is, and it's like it's not very personable.
One thing I feel like Snap could probably do better in that terms is like their For You-ish kind of page. They always show the same shit on my thing, you know?
Yeah.
And if I don't click on it, that's maybe when it'll change. But
Mhm.
like, it's always the same people that show me.
Yeah.
Same main like group.
They got like a TikTok feed too on Snap.
Like Snap or like videos.
Spotlight is what it's called. I've been thinking about posting on there to see if I get some subscribers.
I mean, you got the content.
Yeah, just
It'd be pretty easy.
old shit. See what happens. But that would be cool to try to fucking do some shit on Snap, because that would be like I feel like that Snap bag is dope because you could just like be filming your whole day. But also I feel like as a celebrity, it probably makes more sense to post older shit because like you don't want people just knowing where you at all times. That's what
Usually
happened with
one
Kim
behind.
Kardashian. You remember that shit?
In Paris.
Yep. She was like at this hotel. And motherfuckers was like, yo, she there right now.
We gotta go.
Right? She done learn. Days of social media, man.
Nah, for real. Gotta watch what you post.
Facts.
People be watching.
How's streaming going?
It's good, man. 2 days in. Got like 22 hours.
Hell yeah. Yeah, bro. I clicked your first stream and I was like, this should say 12 hours. I was like, 12 minutes? Nah. I was like, nah, bro's really been playing for 12 hours.
Yes. Doesn't even, like, I'm just chilling, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. Just vibing on there.
You can spark on there, right?
Mhm.
You been sparking?
I ain't, like, been open with it, but I smoke on it. I
Yeah.
usually just cut the cam, you know? Leave the mic for now, but...
I wonder if
eventually
that's
I'll
what's
just
going to
run
make
it.
you pop. Because you could do clips on there.
I know, yeah.
Like if your clips are just you taking like a fat rip and then just fucking killing it in a game or something.
Nah, facts.
Motherfuckers like, yo, I'm trying to play with him.
Popping heads.
That should be dope. That's Kick, right?
Yeah, Kick.
I downloaded it. I gotta make an account so I can follow you. But I saw that they got different tabs and shit like that too.
Categories and whatnot.
Yeah, they got the IRL one.
What I'm really trying to get once I get that shit kicking is like a gambling bag.
What you mean?
Them motherfuckers, bro.
You can gamble on there?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Kick is
Stake?
yeah. This
Oh.
co-founder of Stake
Yeah.
owns Kick. They literally have a whole section for gambling.
That's
Like
dope.
slots and shit. So, but yeah, the gambling bag, bro, the sponsor you can get from gambling is crazy.
Really?
And then most of the time you're just playing with their bread.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
It's
That's that
wild.
Steve will do it shit.
Not literally. He was just
Bro.
doing it on the wrong fucking site.
They gotta bring him back, dog. That's
I
crazy.
don't know why he hasn't like tried to make a Steve Will YouTube or, create his own shit.
Yeah, I think
'Cause, like,
he could.
I know. I think he could have too, but like it's also now he needs to rejuice. Cuz now he's just back to his core.
Well,
he
he was
doesn't
on
have
Rumble.
casuals watching him anymore, Those
Yeah.
are still core fans.
Yeah, but I think that's what happened when he hit Rumble. It was
But
just
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
only
Like he
Rumble.
should have tried to make something just mainstream at that point. They already had fullsin.com. You know how much easier it could have been to try to like just make his own page, his own content page.
They talked about it because they were like, we could put Steve on the fullsend.com videos, but I don't think they get as many views on that shit. I think he probably tried different things, but was just like, bro, I'm
Well, the
not
reason
making that money.
that was because at first they tried putting a paywall behind that fucking website.
Mm.
The Fullsin website. They had a membership. It was like Fullsin Club or whatever.
Yeah.
You make a free website, it's just a click away.
Remember
it's
that?
all about ease.
Remember that during fucking COVID that like everyone had their club, the Maverick Club, fucking like the full everyone had their club where they just had extra content and everyone was in the house and they're like, we don't got shit to do, bro. Like we watched everything.
Literally.
That's how I figured
Content
out about
galore.
the Pauls low key. Like COVID
Yes,
was going
for
and
sure.
I was just like Logan started doing his vlogs like David Dobrik. That's how I found out about David Dobrik. And then I realized like this motherfucker was popping. Like popping. Because I used to watch like cinematic like vlogs like Casey Neistat, Justin Escalona, like dudes who were like cinematographers. So I didn't even realize that YouTube has like had transformed into a place where motherfuckers were just like trying to keep shit popping. Trying to like entertain motherfuckers and whatnot. You ever think about getting a face tattoo?
Yeah, I was gonna cover it up.
Cover your face?
Yeah. Probably my head too.
I don't think it'd be a bad idea. Don't think it'd be a bad idea at all.
Just thinking shave the head. Fill the skull first.
You said what?
Shave the head. Fill the skull
Fill the skull.
first.
I feel like it wouldn't hurt that bad.
I'm gonna start working my way down to the neck.
That's where it gets painful.
Yeah.
That's where it gets
Very
painful.
soft.
My face tattoo is probably the only one that like didn't hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't like the tattooing itself that was painful. It was like the 6th or 7th hour tattooing the same spot that was painful.
Yeah, how long was your session?
7.5 hours.
Sheesh.
Yeah. A lot of shading and lines and ripping open an open wound, it felt like.
Mm.
First, hour, it didn't feel like shit. Then he starts getting the second layer, third layer, fourth layer. And I'm like, okay. Feels like a knife just dragging in my arm.
You should do a fucking stream.
That'd be dope. Stream tat. Only thing with that is the setup.
Like,
Keeping that bandwidth. To be able to
yeah.
process that shit.
you think
I'm sure that shit can't be too much, though, once you got it going.
you think about uploading your like 12-hour streams to YouTube?
I'm gonna do some content, like a content page. I don't know. People call those like a VODs, like a VOD page or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Kick saves them all already, so it'd be pretty easy just to repost it.
Yeah.
But I definitely plan on making like clips to draw to the stream.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, I've already been clipping up like moments and shit when it goes down.
I can't wait to see you rage. I can't wait to see you just forget you're on camera. Not like do some dumb shit, but like
Mostly
just not care about
I
it anymore.
rage at people, bro.
Yeah.
People be pissing me off.
Bro, I feel like you're gonna pop, especially if you start smoking big gas on that bit.
You know?
Big gas.
What's crazy, bro, if they start doing that, like, streaming hourly, bro, I can make a decent bag just from that extra
Hell yeah.
hourly, you know? Just in the past 2 days, I would have made, like, an extra $400.
Yep.
For $22.
Are they gonna have to give motherfuckers overtime?
Yeah.
Oh hell no, that's crazy.
Exactly.
No, that's dope. What's your thing? Plug it for him. Let him know.
Just Bleezes. Come find me on Kick, bro.
What,
We be kicking it.
BLEEZUZ?
BLEEZUZ.
ZUZ. I be
Yep.
putting the S sometimes. Don't put the S.
Bleezes.
Zzz.
They call it Bleezy, you know?
Yes, Sirski. Well, hell yeah, bro. Good shit today.
Yeah,
Good
man.
pod.
Good pod. Good back nine.
Hell yeah. Yo, go. If you're not subscribed yet,
You
come on,
tripping.
man. We're trying to up the subscribers. Once we what do we do when we get to 1,000? We gotta have a celebratory thing.
Gotta have some kind of get together of some sort, you know?
With
Like a
the
little bash.
subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we fly a subscriber out?
That would be pretty lit.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We get to 1,000 subs. We're gonna fly a subscriber out, and what are we gonna do with them? What's something we're gonna bring them to
Pretty
do?
close to 1,000.
Yeah. What are we gonna do with them? We gotta do something epic where people are like, what for 1,000? Like, what? Bring them
Go
where?
skydiving.
What's like out of a plane?
Yeah.
Bro, wow. That's funny.
That's an episode, though. Check it out.
Yeah, I was about to say we just talked about that. All right. What about go-karting?
We could definitely do that. Let's find a new spot, bro. They going like 55, 60. It's a that
Yeah.
ass track up in Martinsville,
Helmets?
bro. Yes.
Helmets. Yeah. All right, look. If you subscribe, if you want a chance to be flown to North Carolina to race the best go-karts
In the state.
in the state, whole country, low key, but
They be flying, bro.
they be flying. All right, guys. Peace out, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey, Joe Rogan, I know you're watching.
Jamie, sitting back there.